Hey everybody, here again with another video in which I will be discussing Thomas Daw. Those of you who have seen my videos on Thomas Daw before know who I'm talking about. Those of you who haven't, I'll give you a quick rundown. Thomas Daw is a man from England who lives in the Cornwall area, and he is a fraudulent martial artist. He claims to be a grandmaster. He claims to be a 10th Dan in essentially the styles that he created. He also claims high ranks in other martial arts, but he's nothing more than a fraud. And lately he has been making videos discussing myself and Dale Dugas and other members from Bushido. And essentially in these videos he is telling us that we cannot judge him. We cannot accurately make any sort of judgments about his martial arts abilities or his skills. We have no authority to do so, and the reason that we cannot make any judgments or pass any judgments over his martial arts skills is because we have not purchased his home study courses. See, he started this thing called the MFMA with one of the guys from the SKKA, in which he sells his home study courses for the 3 martial arts that he invented. And he says since we have never purchased them or watched them, we cannot pass any judgment over his abilities as a martial artist. Unfortunately for Thomas, that's not true. You see, Thomas, what you forget is that you have a number of demonstration videos on your YouTube channel. And we've all watched them. And from watching them, we know what an absolutely incompetent martial artist you are. You are slow. Your techniques are sloppily delivered. Your techniques convey no sense of strength or power. Your footwork is atrocious. And it seems that the only position that you know how to fight from is the horse stance. You take all of that and add it up, and it just shows us that you are a terrible martial artist. So we already know what we need to know. We don't need to purchase your home study courses. We see everything about you in those demonstration vids. We can see that your skill level is barely even at the beginner level. I have seen white and yellow belts that have greater speed, efficiency, and power in the delivery of their techniques. So you can drop the pretense of being a grandmaster in the martial arts when we can see that you are not. And let's talk about that grandmaster title once again. As I have explained before, that the Thomas Daw was able to get a grandmaster title, or at least be told that he can call himself a grandmaster, when according to him, and this is by his own words, he took the 3 martial arts that he invented, presented them to the head of the SKKA, I'm sorry, I should say the owner of the SKKA, and some other guy. Now, we don't know who these 2 people are. We know nothing about them. He's never named them. But these two people, that's it, looked at his martial arts and, according to Thomas, said, yes, your martial arts are wonderful. You now have the authority to call yourself a grandmaster. Calling yourself a grandmaster is now justified. And Thomas Daw just ran with that. The problem is that, number one, you cannot get a grandmaster title that way. Anyone who has the title of grandmaster in any legitimate martial art has to work at it over a number of years. And it's not something you get just because 2 people decide that you should have it. There is an entire review process. Just like in the academic world where there is a peer review process, it's the same in the martial arts community. It has its own type of peer review process. So two guys that we know nothing about, who are complete mysteries, I'm sorry, that there's no justification there. Second is the SKK itself. If you go to the SKKA website, you will find that pretty much anybody can become a Grandmaster through the SKKA. See, all you have to do is send them an email, detail what your martial art is all about, what the techniques of your martial arts are all about, tell them what your martial arts experience is, give them $50, and just like that, you're a Grandmaster. They don't need to see you in person. They don't need to see any demonstrations. Just an email and $50, and you too can be a Grandmaster. Although they don't have they're not putting a Grandmaster on their certificates anymore. What they are putting is the title of Soke, and we all know the title of Soke essentially translates to Grandmaster in the Western world. I could make a whole other video about the title of Soke and how that's so rarely used correctly, but the point is that you can become a Grandmaster in your own martial art very easily. An email and $50 and you're a Grandmaster. And apparently Thomas doesn't understand that associating himself with an organization that will sell not only ranks in martial arts, but will also sell Grandmaster certificates is not doing him any good. It's making him look worse. And I'm certain that if we were to go through all of his certification and ranks, we would find the same thing. They've just been bought or purchased or traded for. So here's the challenge to you, Thomas. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to make a video. I'd like you to run down the list of your ranks and certifications and tell us exactly who issued those ranks or certificates, or what organization issued those ranks or certificates. Let's hear the legitimacy behind your ranks. And once you do that, again, I'm going to be probably insanely optimistic here and think that maybe somewhere in there there's an itty-bitty, teeny-tiny kernel of truth concerning one of your ranks. Maybe there's a rank in there somewhere in that big mess that might be legitimate. And the reason I say that is because, Thomas, you strike me as a person who started training in the martial arts a number of years ago because I think at one time you did have this dream of being a Grandmaster. But what happened was that you found out that you really have to work at it. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and you actually have to earn those titles and ranks. And once that was made clear to you, you decided to go the easy route. But hey, you know, this is my challenge to you. I don't know if you'll take it up. I don't know if you'll just hide behind your YouTube account where you've disabled all comments and all discussion because you don't want to interact with anyone on a level playing field. You have to have all the control. Maybe you'll take up this challenge, maybe you won't, it's up to you. But that's my challenge to you. Let's see if you'll put up or shut up. I hope to be making some more videos in the future. As you can see, I'm still recovering from my surgery. No pain really. It's just annoying having only one arm that works very well as opposed to one arm that has a lot of limited mobility. But as soon as I get done with this, I hope I'll be throwing more videos your way on a variety of topics. Thanks for watching, and if anyone has any questions about anything, you can put them right down there below in the comment section. I'll try to get to them. Thank you, and I'll be sending more videos your way soon.